Two bipartisan lawmakers, Earl Bloomhauer and Andy Harris, came together to write a letter to the HHS and the DEA, both asking them, what the hell are you doing, man? So these guys are on opposite sides of the fence when it comes to cannabis, right? So Earl over here is coming from Oregon, which is legal and progressive. He's one of the main guys that has been calling for marijuana reform. And Harris, though, is coming from Maryland, also a legal state, but he's telling everyone who will listen not to reschedule marijuana. It should be illegal. And yet, despite their differences, both of these guys agree the DEA and the HHS are dropping the ball pretty hard. And it's all over the Medical Marijuana and Cannabidiol Research Expansion Act. So it passed with pretty much universal support, right? And Biden signed it into law in 2022. It was meant to streamline and free up the process of studying marijuana. So federal prohibition means it's incredibly hard for scientists to study cannabis pretty much in any form. So the facts that any potential decision is going to be based on is severely lacking. And both sides of the aisle agree that we need more. Quote, the American public deserves to know the effect modern marijuana has on the human body. And yet here we are, well over a year later, and the federal agencies, who are the gatekeepers to scientific research on the bad, scary cannabis plant, have done such a good job at ignoring the law that was passed, the whole of Congress, who passed the law in the first place, is pissed at them. They basically read the law and went, nah, I'm not going to do that. And almost nothing has changed, despite a presidential directive to open up cannabis to research. The FDA has been sitting on over 150 research applications for cannabis studies, while deadlines have blown past for action. And the DEA has done nothing to change its licensing requirement for cannabis research that can see scientists waiting years and years to get through all their red tape. And the HHS was supposed to submit a report to Congress 3 months ago about what was holding all this up. I don't know, maybe the dog ate their homework? So they said in a letter, quote, it is absolutely unacceptable that researchers continue to face harmful barriers to cannabis research after Congress expressly removed obstacles to research into this substance. Now they're knocking on these agencies' doors and they want answers. So while Earl and Andy are coming together here, they're still on opposing sides when it comes to marijuana. So both have separately written letters to the DEA urging them in different directions in their scheduling decision.